will talk about you as a producer. As an actor, of course, we see you once in a year.
Yeah.
But of late, we've been seeing a lot more of you. There's one video, for instance, that went viral. I don't know.
Which one?
There was one where you do shairi. And this is from an ad that
How
was
the
supposed
ads,
to be a
huh?
Flipkart ad that never released.
No, it released.
It did release on TV because we only saw it on video and it was fantastic. Have you guys seen the shairi that he does in that thing that went viral? The other one is where you're trying to buy ice cream.
Oh yeah, that one. I just gone to Turkey.
Right. Do you have it with you?
I've seen that.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
I want the audience to see it. If they can take a look. They have not seen it already. Have you guys seen the one where she? What is the story behind that?
Well, I was in Turkey and I knew about this ice cream trick that they do over there. It's very popular. So I had seen it, similar viral videos of it. So I was very keen to try my hand at trying to grab the ice cream. I thought I would be able to grab it, but I wasn't able to.
So I'll tell you an interesting story, Aamir. This is from Christmas 2 years ago. Okay, I was going to Istanbul, and I just happened to tweet something to the effect of that I'm going to be there for Christmas. And someone wrote back to me on Twitter. This girl, very young girl, college perhaps or post-college. And she said, hey, you're going to be in Istanbul, great, I'm going to show you around, it's a great place, everything else. And we got chatting for like a whole week. We were on Twitter chatting and she insisted that, she'll come and pick me up from the airport.
Okay.
I'm like, wow, thank you, that'd be lovely. Except when I landed, there was no way because my phone wasn't working, so I couldn't get in touch with her. And then I finally see her, just like pure luck that I actually saw her at the airport. It's a pretty massive airport. And it's when I met her that I realized that she doesn't know a word of English.
Oh.
Okay. She obviously doesn't know any Hindi.
But
anyway, so we got her at the airport, then she took me around the Asian side of Istanbul, like met her friends and everything. And in India, right, we keep discussing who is the biggest star. Like, is it Aamir Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Amitabh Bachchan, Rajnikant, right? The Asian side of Istanbul, there is no doubt. They have not heard of anything outside Aamir Khan. I had no idea. I had absolutely no clue. Did you have an idea about this stardom? They have not heard of Brad Pitt. They have not heard of DiCaprio. They only know Aamir Khan.
Well, I didn't know about this until some years ago. When I started getting a lot of emails and on my Twitter and Facebook, a lot of people from Turkey began writing to me, and that kind of, it stood out. The amount of messages I was getting from Turkey really made me realize that there are a lot of fans of mine in Turkey, which I was not earlier aware of.
Like, these are people I was talking to throughout that week on Google Translate, but they knew all Aamir Khan movie songs.
Yeah. No, and so it came as a surprise to me. I had no idea, and I was very pleasantly surprised to know that the audience in Turkey really loves my work and they've seen the films. Though my films had not released actually, so I'm assuming that they must have found the films on internet and seen the films. So I was really thrilled actually.
No, but how does it work? Like obviously there have been like the typical Bollywood fans across the world, right? And these are the song and dance kind of fans who think our movies are really just about that. I mean, it's almost racist to a point where, there is far more to Indian cinema, certainly far more to Hindi films than just Zumba classes, right? But these are like hardcore film buffs here.
Yeah.
Like, how do they connect? According to you, how do they connect so much that you are the biggest star there?
It's such a difficult question to answer because I don't know.
Right.
I don't know the answer. I'm assuming that they would have seen some film of mine and then that must have gone viral. They would have told each other. That's how
like
it would have begun.
Huge.
Yeah, I believe so.
Right.
So something similar happened in China actually because China, we had not released, as far as my memory goes, I don't remember any film of mine releasing there. And then suddenly after 3 Idiots
released in China?
Eventually.
Okay.
So but first what happened is that 3 Idiots became a huge hit on the internet in China. And I got to know, and Raju and Vinod got to know that it's become like a roaring hit in China. All the kids have seen the film on their phones, on their laptops and all of that. And that's when, I think somebody from China contacted Vinod or Raju and they released the film. But they released the film 1 year later, by which time everyone had seen it. And it still did some 20 crores or something in China. and actually that's when I got to know that, so Three Idiots was the reason why kind of my films became popular in China, because when they saw Three Idiots and they began looking for my other films and they started watching my other films, and they've seen Tare Zameen Par, they've seen Lagan, they've seen Rang De Basanti, Dil Chahta Hai, so they've
But
seen
Dangal is something else now.
Dangal is something else.
What kind of numbers, like, of course, we read the numbers in the press, but you would know exactly how much it made. What was that figure?
It did some 1,300 odd crore, which is about 3 times India.
Right.
So, I was really taken aback, because actually before the release, the distributor told me that according to me, whatever business you do in India, we will probably do more than that in China.
You already knew that.
He predicted that.
Right.
And I did not believe him.
Right.
So I was laughing at him. I said, how is that possible? It's an Indian film, it's made for an Indian audience, and if hopefully it will do well here, it's difficult to imagine that in another country it will do more than that.
Right.
So I really didn't believe him, but it did 3 times the business here.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.